Hello Aries, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. This is a timeless reading. This week I'm doing timeless readings. So this reading in particular is not for a specific time. So my intention is for the messages to be received by the people who need to receive them and hear them at the time they need to be heard. So if you felt pulled to this reading for whatever reason, this very well could be your reading. As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. I'll be diving into the tarot deck that I've already had shuffled, as well as the decks that I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. The last thing that I want to mention is that I will be making an announcement at the end of this reading before we hop on over to the extended. So if you are a returning viewer to my channel, then I encourage you to stick around for that. All right, Aries. We're diving straight in with this reading. So in your recent past, you have transformation with the King of Cups in reverse. You have been internalizing the voice of people who have not believed in you or who have told you that you are not enough or not capable or what you're wanting isn't possible. You have been fighting with the version of yourself that believes what other people have told you about yourself, essentially. You are, however, going through and have been going through a pretty major transformation of self. But you've been fighting with a lot of experiences that trigger your memory of past experiences that weren't so great. You have deja vu with breath as the overall energy for this reading. And so this deja vu card, it really, to me, is like, yes, talk about, just regular deja vu. You could be just experiencing deja vu. But I really feel what this is talking about is it feels like you're in a situation and things seem to be going good, and then you experience a trigger that makes you go, oh, here we go again. The past is repeating itself. And in those times, it's vitally important that you breathe through them as opposed to believing them, because your past and what you've experienced is trying to sabotage you. And it's really important that you don't let it. I don't think you will, but that's definitely what this reading is about. Now, in your current energy, you have focus with the 10 of coins in reverse. Right now, this to me is a message. This is, a need for gratitude, and this focus card, it's speaking about focusing on what you're grateful for. That is the perfect way to shift into an abundant mindset, is only put your energy and focus towards the good thing and towards good things in your life. Now, that does not mean that we ignore the bad stuff. It just means that we choose not to give energy to it. You can hold it in your heart. You can hold space for it and say, yeah, there are situations in my life that aren't really that great. There are situations I wish I could change. There are situations that I wish I could, not have to experience. But I'm not going to focus on them, because I know that what I focus on is where my reality follows. So that to me is what this kind of deja vu card is saying, is it feels as if your past is coming up in your current experience in a way that could potentially make you sabotage yourself. I'm not exactly sure how exactly that's coming through. We will get more information when we dive into tarot, but then you have in your immediate future new life with the 6 of coins. So I don't think you're going to let it, because you're stepping into a brand new world for yourself. And it's a world of reciprocation. It's a world of being able to receive what it is that you give, so that you can see that there is more to life than lack. There's more to life than survival mode. There is more to life than what other people have told you is possible for you. But let's start, Aries, with your recent past, clarifying transformation with the King of Cups in reverse. Recent past for Aries, clarifying transformation with the King of Cups in reverse. Recent past for Aries, please. Recent past for Aries, please. It's kind of felt, Aries, to you like everything you invest in, maybe not like to where you're at right now, but up until your recent past, it kind of felt like everything that you tended to give your energy to fell apart. And so you kind of got into the mindset of, well, what's the point? What's the point of investing in anything that I want if it's just going to fall apart? I also feel like your recent past was a little bit of a reevaluation of where it is you want to go with your life. So it's interesting because it's almost like you're trying to create this new life, but while trying to create this new life, you're battling all of the fear and the doubt and the worry and those, again, those voices that have been placed on you, those beliefs that have been placed on you by people that didn't believe in you. And so you're kind of like, it's like, yeah, like you're battling yourself, is what it feels like. You're battling the part of yourself that has internalized the lack of belief in yourself. Recent past for Aries. Recent past for Aries. The Seven of Wands in reverse. Aries! You know, I actually see this Emperor as you. It is Aries energy, so that makes sense. Okay. All right, Aries. Let's get down to the nitty gritty here. You have the King of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse popping up in your recent past. So that message is coming through, and it doesn't have to be, so take this with a grain of salt. As you have experienced some pretty gnarly mental and emotional manipulation. Now, to what extent, I'm not sure. It could be on the scale of like full on abuse, or it could have been the scale of like just, well, any kind of manipulation is abuse. So it doesn't really matter what the scale is. It's still within itself. But it doesn't need to be as extreme as some people, and it doesn't need to be as not extreme as others. And there, in your recent past specifically, was a lot of not standing up for yourself. Not standing up for yourself, not standing up for what you're deserving of, not standing up for not, respecting your own boundaries. Now, we do that when we don't see our own worth, right? And so I feel like that's why this transformation that you're going through is very intense. It's because, again, you're fighting with the part of yourself that has internalized what other people have told you about yourself, but that's still a part of yourself. So it's not, try not to think of it as I am fighting something external. Try to think of it as I am fighting with, I hate the word fighting, but I am at war with essentially that part of myself that has internalized what I believe based on what other people have taught me about myself or told me about myself. Now, if we're talking about, trauma bonds or getting kind of deep into how, intense and toxic things can get, then there's a little bit more there, right? A little bit more there than just saying, oh, you didn't stand up for yourself. Like, I get, if you get what I'm saying. And I feel like this whole transformation that's taking place is teaching you that you don't have to put up with this anymore. You don't have to put up with this anymore. You don't have to choose situations that make you feel like that anymore. And I feel like that is what you're learning, and that's exactly what you're going to do. Recent past for Aries. Recent past for Aries, please. The Four of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. You, sorry, my hair keeps getting caught in my necklace. It might not seem possible because my hair is so short, but it is. I get it now. So you put up with what you put up with because it was your source of stability. Could have been financially too. But it's like you guys either shared a home, or they were your boss, or they were the breadwinner of the relationship, or whatever it was. So I understand why it made it difficult for you to move forward from it. There was a source of stability attached to it. But it still doesn't mean you had to put up with it. And it certainly doesn't mean you have to put up with it anymore. All right. Current energy for Aries, clarifying focus with the 10 of coins in reverse. So you have this focusing on what you're grateful for. But what else is going on in your current energy, Aries? What else is Aries dealing with? Ooh, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Death and the 6 of Cups. Woo. Okay. Your past put you through a spiritual death. It was a pretty intense energy. Holy. It puts you through a spiritual death. So this transformation, which makes sense, transformation, death, and rebirth, right? It's almost as if, also though, here's what's interesting about situations like this and what's kind of coming through is when we experience situations to this extent, we have a tendency to internalize that that's the way life just is. That that's the way relationships are, that's the way that careers go, or whatever the case is. Um, and so I've said this a couple of times, but this is about also breaking out of your belief that what you've experienced is what you have to experience. Because yeah, this is a pretty spiritual death you're going through here. It's like putting an end to your past. Putting an end to your past. I want more for Aries' current energy. What is Aries currently dealing with? Because my goodness. What is Aries currently dealing with? So you're going through some sort of a spiritual death, and that's why you have this breath. Yeah, because you're having, it almost feels like potential like flashbacks. It doesn't need to be flashbacks, but it's like you're being really reminded of this situation right now. And that's why you have breath, is it's kind of like breathe through it. Like breathe through the reminders of it. Because and then focus on what you're grateful for. Focus on, and that's going to help ground you into the reality of what's really going on, while also trying your hardest to keep some sort of an abundant mindset. Current energy for Aries. Your intuition is there's a lot going on here. Your intuition is telling you to take some sort of a leap of faith here. And maybe that's how you put an end to your past. Okay, can I get more on this message? Your intuition is telling you to take some sort of a leap of faith. Leap towards something, away from something. It could be away from away from your past and towards your future here. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to see what that is because you have the temperance and the judgment. It's like, be patient, you'll see. Be patient, you'll see. I'm hearing lyrics from a song called Trust Fall. It's a new song. It's one of my workout playlists. Called Trust Fall by Pink. And it's like the part specifically is like, what if we just jump? Like that's what I mean. Like, what if we just jump? What if we just take the jump? Kind of similar to the Leo reading, which I think literally was titled "Take the Jump." I can't tell you how many. I think like I said, take the freaking jump so many times in that reading. But it also feels like, okay, so you're simultaneously trying to put an end to your past while move forward. I've said that a couple of times, and I felt that in your recent past. So it's like you're dealing with so much at once. But by moving forward, you are healing and closing the door on what you've experienced. So to you, I feel like you've been trying to like stay in the same place, and like once I get healed or once I feel better about what I've experienced or once I get to a different spot, like then I'll move forward. Like, but it's almost like it's saying moving forward is what will heal your past so that you can release it. Current energy for Aries. So your intuition wants to take a leap. It's like your future will heal your past. That's what it feels like. Current energy for Aries. Yeah, because your heart, the pain you've been feeling, because you have the Artist in reverse. This deck has 2 additional major arcanas, and this one I really like because it talks about, it speaks of him kind of creating his life above so that it manifests below, as above so below. And I'm seeing here, it's almost like this pain you've experienced is keeping you from creating what you want. But the only way to get past this is to do it. Like to just move forward, to take the leap forward, take the steps forward, move into your future. Move into your future. We'll close the door on the pain you experienced in your past. And you can be certain that what's coming is better than what's gone. All right, immediate future for Aries, clarifying new life with the 6 of coins. Good energy right there, Aries. Immediate future for Aries, clarifying new life with the 6 of coins. Immediate future for Aries, clarifying new life with the 6 of coins, please. The release of your past. There's the 6 of cups in reverse. But then you have the... Oh, then there's... No, that's the 2 of wands in reverse. Okay, hang on. So the release of your... Oh. Okay, hang on. Immediate future for Aries. I want to clarify this message. Okay, so your past, yeah. There's the Page of Swords. Your past keeps you from moving forward because it causes you to overthink, because you've internalized the way that your past made you feel about yourself. And so that's what causes you to overthink. It causes you to overthink or obsessively try to overplan or, find certainty in the unknown when in reality that's not possible. And it feels like this is a lot about like moving forward regardless of what your past says. Moving forward regardless of what your past says. Immediate future for Aries. Moving forward regardless of, like your future will heal your past. Your future will heal your past. Immediate future. There's the Page of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. So it's like there's the little kid inside of you, right? Your inner child. Your inner child has been like greatly affected by this, which makes sense. This feels pretty traumatic. And the only way, it's like now you have to take care of that inner child, because that inner child has been thought, and felt unsafe, and it's felt very hurt and very, like unsafe. Like it ultimately is what I'm feeling. And it's almost like the way to bring balance back to your inner child is to allow yourself to move forward. That's the only way. It's to allow yourself to move forward. That's the only way to heal your inner child, to heal the part of you that's been damaged by what you've experienced. Immediate future for Aries. It's just keep swimming, right? Immediate future for Aries. Did I say that, Aries? I said that in a reading last week. I don't remember what. Immediate future for Aries, please. Immediate future for Aries. When you find yourself and moments of confusion and lack of hope. Again, when you're experiencing this deja vu, like, here we go again, like, kind of energy, that is the perfect time to remind yourself that your past is coming, like your past is affecting you. When you find those times, because you can probably feel it, like there's times where you're clear-headed, and there's times you're very certain, and there's times that you know where you're going, and you don't doubt yourself, and then there's times where it's the opposite. You doubt yourself, you doubt your direction, you doubt your capabilities, you doubt, you. And it's almost like learning that in those times, you're being reminded of your past. It's not a truth. It's like you're being reminded of what other people have told you about yourself. That's what I'm feeling. And that's how you create this new life. All right, Aries, we're going to hop on over to the extended in just a second. I'm going to clarify these messages and dive into the advice as well as pull an advice card at the end. The announcement I was going to make is that each and every extended that I provide on my channel is $5, and that will continue to be the case moving forward. However, I have created a Patreon account, and this Patreon account is $10 per month, and it provides you with access to every single extended reading on my channel from this week moving forward. So I'm not going to put past weeks up, but from this week moving forward, you'll have access to every single reading for every single zodiac sign for $10 a month. So if you're someone who has a tendency to purchase multiple extendeds, that information is in the description box below. Otherwise, I know I say this every single week, but thank you guys so incredibly much for the support of my channel. It means the absolute world to me. I am so incredibly blessed that this is my career path and that this is what I get to do. So thank you. Your support really does mean the world to me. I do hope my readings continue to resonate and provide you with a path forward in alignment with your higher self. And I, as always, wish you absolutely nothing but love and healing on your journey. Bye, Aries.